Welcome to this yoga practice to calm your mind and relax your body, ready for sleep. When you're ready, meet me on the mat and lower all the way down to the front of your body. Option to rest your head on your hands, or find your cactus arms, elbows bent 90 degrees at shoulder height, and turn your head to one side. Let your body relax and take a deep breath in, feeling your belly and ribs press against the mat as they expand. And as you breathe out, feel your body become heavier. Deep inhale and long, slow exhale. If your head is turned, slowly bring it back to center. Take your hands outside the edges of your mat at shoulder height. Come up onto your fingertips. And as you take an inhale, lift your head and shoulders, open your chest. And exhale, dip your left shoulder towards the mat, gaze to the right. Inhale to lift through center. And exhale, press right shoulder down, gaze to the left. We'll take one more twist in each direction. Feel free to move at your own pace, letting your breath guide the length of your movements. As you inhale, lift to center, really open through your heart space. And exhale to release down, bringing your elbows underneath your shoulders. Hands plant in front to find your Sphinx pose. Feel free to bring some movement to your head and neck here. Maybe a slow nod or shake of your head. You might choose to roll your head from one side to the other, dropping your chin towards your chest in the center. Coming back to center, walk your hands and elbows a little further forward. Turn your right forearm parallel to the top of the mat and reach your left fingertips back behind you as you bend your left knee, reaching towards that foot. If you take hold of the foot, begin to draw your heel in towards your hips. You could also use a strap here if that foot feels a little far away. Option to relax your forehead down onto your right arm. And each time you breathe out, see if you can find a little more release through that left thigh. On your next exhale, gently release your grip. Come back to center in your Sphinx pose. Take a moment here to allow your body to reset between sides. Then bring your left forearm parallel with the top of the mat. Reach your right fingertips back as you lift your right foot. And draw that heel in towards your glutes. Maybe resting your head down onto that left arm. You can choose here whether you go for a deep stretch or simply a light release. And whichever you choose, see if you can deepen your breath a little more to help you relax into it. Use your next exhale to gently release. Find your way to center in your Sphinx pose. Then slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Press up through your tabletop position and all the way back into child's pose. Feel free to take your knees wider if that feels good. Relax your forehead down to the mat and let your hips be heavy. On your next inhale, lift your head and shoulders. Walk your hands over towards the right. And exhale to release your upper body down as you press your left hip towards the mat. Continue to breathe deeply here. On your next inhale, lift and walk your hands back through center. And take an exhale here in the middle. Then inhale to walk your hands to the left. Exhale, soften your upper body down. Right hip presses towards the mat. Continue to reach your fingertips away as you breathe deeply. Finding a little more heaviness with each exhale. Use your next inhale to find center. Exhale here. And then, in your own time, make your way up and through to a seated position. Feet plant in front, hands behind your shoulders, and gently rock your knees from side to side. Fingers can face in any direction here. Feel that release out through your hips. And next time your knees are over to the left, hold here, find a comfortable position for your legs. Then bring both hands over towards the left. You can deepen the twist by walking your hands further towards the left, or release it by walking them further towards the right. Maybe walk your fingertips a little further away if you want to go deeper. Perhaps releasing down onto your forearms if that feels comfortable. Can you deepen your breath here? As you take your next inhale, slowly lift. Bring your hands back behind your hips as you bring your knees to center. And take them over to the right. Left hand reaches around to plant both hands in front of you. Adjust your legs to get more comfortable if you need to. And choose whether you want to walk your hands further around to go deeper. Maybe walk them further away from you. Or release down onto your elbows. You've got time here, so you can stay in one position and choose to go deeper if and when it feels good for you. Use your next inhale to gently lift and slowly make your way back to center. Give your knees another little swish here to release out through your hips. Then come to center, bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide, and scoot your feet away from you so you make a wide diamond shape with your legs. Use your next exhale to release your upper body over your legs. Let everything be soft here. Your head draw down towards your feet. You can hold on to feet, ankles, or perhaps stretch your arms out in front of you, whichever feels the most comfortable. Can you relax a little more with each exhale? You're very welcome to stay here in the center. If you would like to take a twist, use your next inhale to lift your upper body and exhale to walk your hands around towards the left and release your upper body down. It's completely up to you how far you walk your hands around. You could place a pillow under your forehead here if that feels good. If you're twisting, use your next inhale to walk your hands through center and exhale to take them over towards your right knee. Release your upper body down. Find softness through your shoulders. Let your forehead be heavy towards that knee. And breathe deeply here. As you next inhale, find your center. Lift your upper body. Slowly, gently. Draw your knees towards each other. And holding on behind your thighs, gently roll yourself all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Maybe have a little sway side to side if that feels good. Take your hands to your knees and then draw them out wide towards your shoulders. Keep drawing your knees down to the mat as you lift the soles of your feet to the sky for your happy baby. Hands can hold around your shins, ankles, maybe the outsides of your feet. Or you can take first 2 fingers around your big toes. I invite you to see how it feels to gently extend one leg and then the other. Be mindful of your hamstrings here. It doesn't have to be a big movement. Simply finding a gentle release for the backs of your legs. You can go for both legs at the same time if that feels okay, or continue to gently alternate. Send your tailbone down towards the earth. Feel your shoulders wide and heavy on the mat. If you have legs extended, slowly, gently bend your knees. Bring your toes together and carefully release your grip, planting your feet to the mat. Take your arms out wide, and on your next exhale, drop your knees over to the left. Turn your head to the right. If you want to go deeper here, you could stack your right knee on top of your left. Option to take your left hand to the top of that leg to draw your knees downward. See if you can find a deeper breath here. Starting to slow down as we prepare for sleep. On your next inhale, slowly bring your knees, your head back to center. And exhale to send your knees to the right. Gaze to the left. You might readjust your legs here to get comfortable. Make sure both shoulder blades are heavy on the mat. And each time you breathe out, feel a little more tension melting away. As you take your next inhale, gently make your way up to center. And we'll come into our relaxation. So you might bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees open wide. Or you could extend your legs down the mat. Let your feet relax out to the sides for traditional Shavasana. Arms can rest to the side of your body. You could rest your hands onto your belly. Find a place you can let your whole body relax. Let go of any tension. And take a deep breath in through your nose. And let it out through your mouth with a sigh. And again, breathing in. Exhale, release. One more in your own time. Then let your breath return to its natural pace. Allow your awareness to rest nowhere in particular as you take this time to relax and restore. You can stay here for as long as you wish, but if you're ready to end your practice with me, bring some gentle movement to your fingers and toes, your wrists and ankles. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Take a moment here before rolling over to one side and take a couple of deep breaths here. When you're ready, press up to seated and meet me in a comfortable seated position in the center of your mat. On your next inhale, reach your arms up above your head, and exhale, draw your hands down to heart center, giving thanks for your practice. And thank you for sharing your practice with me this evening. I wish you a wonderful night.